Hi friends, Carrie Scroggins. How are you on this Tuesday, December the 5th? Coming in today to give you and wish you a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, all those good things. Can't believe we are at the end of the year, but we are. It's just gone poof. I take my glasses off so you don't see those rings in my eyes. I wanted to talk to you about a few things today besides wishing you a very, very happy Christmas. I want to thank you for your business. It's not lost on me that you have a choice, and I appreciate the fact that you are loyal and that you are still allowing me to help take care of your insurance needs. It has been a very, very rough 2 years. For me personally, for my agency, for you, just for everybody, it has been a very, very difficult time. And one of the things that has compounded that for all of us is the cost of our insurance. I'm going to scoot over here a little bit so there's a better picture there. Sorry about that. Hopefully, we are seeing some changes. I have seen a few things already starting to change. There's a lot of rumblings, carriers that are planning to come back to the marketplace. Carriers that are going to be loosening up some of their underwriting restrictions and their mandates. So that's all encouraging. And we don't have our new administration yet, but we're getting there. Things are changing, and I think we are going to see some changes. I believe that. I really do. I think we are going to start to see more carriers coming back to the Texas marketplace, which is what we need, because that drives competition, which then drives your prices down. That's what our industry here in Texas needs most of all, is carriers coming back into the marketplace and making it a competitive market again, because that only helps you. And it helps me find more options for you, which is why I'm an independent agent to begin with. I don't want just one option. I want as many options as I can get, because that gives you the very best pricing, but that also helps me to continue to have your business. And so I am always, always in the market for new carriers, and I am searching all the time. And I do think we're going to start to see this. I think we're going to see some of the carriers that have been away come back, as we now know what direction we're going to be going in, what direction our economy and our administration is going to be going in. So this is good news. Now, will we get back to where we were before 21? I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. I don't think anybody knows that yet. Potentially, depending on how they structure the rate and what the discount levels are and how they make us stack on top of each other, I'm hoping that we see at least some movement backwards, considering the average household in Texas has seen over 50% rate changes on all of their insurance policies. And insurance is the second most expensive line item in any household behind a mortgage. So it is a big deal. Life, health, home insurance, car insurance, disability insurance, long-term care insurance, final expense insurance, renter's insurance. I mean, you name it, and everything has gone up. I think the big thing that we're going to see shift is the property insurance. I think we will see a significant improvement there. Thank heavens, because these exorbitant $6,000-$7,000 premiums are just killing everyone on their budget, on their line item in their budget. So I'm very hopeful that we see a significant shift, and I believe we will. When? That's the million-dollar question at this point. I hope as soon as possible, to be quite honest. Within the first quarter is what I hope. That would be phenomenal, because then as we get into the second and third quarters is when we're really going to see the opportunities increase with the number of carriers that are available and some of the requirements that have been so difficult easing off a little bit, which then gives me more chance at more options for you. That's why I do what I do. If you've got a renewal coming up in the next month, it is really important that you get with me as soon as you get that renewal. As soon as you get the renewal, because the process of reshopping your insurance is a time-consuming, cumbersome process that I am thrilled to do for you, but it takes time, and I do need time in order to go through every carrier, every option, every discount, all of those things that help me develop a rate for you. And one household can take me up to 3 days. So if you've got a renewal coming in December or January, like as soon as you get it, I need to hear from you if you're unhappy with the rate. Then I have an opportunity to shop it elsewhere. Just don't assume that I can't find it. Please let me know. Please give me the opportunity to at least look for you and see what is out there. So at least 3 to 5 business days is what I need to really do a good job of searching and finding all the opportunities that are in the market for your renewals. I did want to talk a little bit about the agency. There's not going to be any changes to the agency as far as I am it. I do not want to expose my agency or any of the customer information within my agency to someone who is irresponsible. It is very hard to find somebody that I feel I can completely trust with your information. One mistake could be catastrophic, and I'm just not sure that I want to risk that. If it means working a little bit longer hours myself to ensure it's done right, then that's what I'm going to do. It may take my time to get back to you a little bit longer, but I'm in control. And I'm not worried about somebody else making a mistake. That's very important to me at this stage. So I don't know that will change next year. We'll just have to see what the year brings. I do want to talk about December closes for you. Let me back up just a second. Phone lines are open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. They're not open longer than that because when I keep them closed early in the morning and at the last hour of the day, I do get quite a bit of things done that are pending for the day or from the day before. And so I do restrict the amount of hours that the phone lines are actually open for that reason. If you need to reach me, send me a message. If it's before 10 or after 4 and you need to reach me that day, go ahead and send a voicemail or send an email. It will pop up and I will see it, and hopefully I will be able to get with you once I see the voicemail come in or the email pop on my computer. Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And of course, I'm in the office a lot. So just get me the message or send me a message and I'll get back to you just as quickly as I can. I do try to get everything done within a 24-hour period. So if you call and you need something, I try to do it that day, if not into the next morning, so you have it in a 24-hour period. That is the goal. I don't want you to wait longer than that. If for some reason you have left a message or sent me an email and I haven't responded, please call the agency again, because we had some transferring of AT&T lines where the agency is located, and we had a couple of glitches for a period of time, several times, where their system actually stalled, and so there could be something missing. So if you've asked for something and I haven't gotten back to you and it's been more than 2 or 3 days, please reach out to me again. I don't want to miss anybody, but there has been some technical logical problems with our new AT&T hardwired service, which is what I've been waiting for. So there's no more weather-related outages, because the weather in Texas is just so unbelievably unpredictable. I don't want to leave it to chance, and so we now do finally have wired services underground, which is fantastic. I want to talk to you a little bit about December closes. For Christmas, we're going to close on Christmas Eve on the 24th at noon. We'll be closed from noon the rest of that day. Of course, we'll be closed on Christmas Day. And then I'm planning to be open the 26th and 27th. With a caveat, I am not sure about that yet. and here is why. Next Wednesday, which is December the 11th, unfortunately, I have to have major shoulder replacement surgery. I have to have my entire joint replaced. It's very big surgery. I've had 2 previous surgeries this year that did not work, and I don't have a choice at this point. This is my last option. And I have waited until December because people are generally slower. They're very preoccupied with the holidays, and we just are slow at this time of year. And so I chose to wait and do it now because it helps you. It also helps me, but because we are so slow, I'm not quite as concerned about not being here in the office. I will not be in the office the 11th, 12th, and 13th of next week. Surgery is the 11th. I don't know if I'll be home that day. If I'm not home that day, it'll be the next day, and I'm sure it is going to be at least a 3 or 4 day, even getting out of bed situation. It depends on if the entire joint has to be replaced along with other damaged areas. I just don't know yet, and I won't know until I wake up. And so I'm just assuming I'm going to be out of the office the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th. And then I hopefully will be back working remotely the week of the 16th. Just send me messages, send me emails, and everything will be forwarded to my cell phone and to my remote location where I'm going to be recovering, which is in my home. And I will get back to you just as quickly as I can. I just am very uncertain about that because I don't know at this point to the extent the surgery is going to be. So we're just assuming that I'm going to be out the 11th, 12th, and 13th. Back in the office remotely on the 16th. Remember, please, when you call the office and leave a message and you have a change request, you're buying a new vehicle, trading a vehicle, changing your banking information, changing your address, adding a driver, whatever we're doing to your policy, and it is actually a change, I have to have an email or I have to actually speak with you. I cannot accept, for compliance reasons, a voicemail message. The carriers do not acknowledge voicemail messages as a compliant means of requesting a change. And so for that reason, I have to actually speak to you or I have to get an email outlining your request. Once I have one of those things, then I can go ahead and make the change. I would also encourage you to follow up on your own online account. Because what I'm seeing, and I've had a lot of problems this year, the carriers are just really faltering significantly in processing the change requests that we submit. And a lot of times it's 2 and 3 requests. So if you don't get a copy of whatever the change is, please follow up again and let me know. And then that way I can make sure that the completed request is actually done. I also want to let you know that I do not get billing statements. I get asked this question all the time. Because there's so many policies and so many clients, I do not get billing notices. I do not get return payment or failed payment notices. I don't get any of that. I don't get renewal notices until after the fact. So you're always going to have a renewal before I am. That's why it's so important for you to let me know if you're unhappy with it. Because a lot of time, I'm not even going to have access to that renewal document until after the renewal. So I miss the opportunity altogether. That's why it's so important for you to be checking your mail and your emails. Most people have electronic delivery, meaning everything is sent to you via email. You get a discount for that. It's very rare that we ever, in the last 8 years, I would say maybe 5% of the policies were actual mailed policies where you actually get something in the mail. The discount is at least 10%, and so when we sell, we always sell it that way. So you always need to be checking both your mail and your email to make sure that you are getting notices. I do not get billing notices at all, ever. Not even if it's a return payment. They just are not sent to agents. And that's really it from an agency perspective. So to recap, I'm going to be gone next week, the 11th, 12th, and 13th. I'll be working remotely the following week. The following week is Christmas. We're closing on the 24th at noon, and we'll be closed Christmas Day. Depending on how recovery is going, will determine whether or not I am closed on the 26th. But I am planning to be at least working remotely on those 2 days. And that's really it for me right now. Thank you so much, everyone, for your loyalty and your support. It truly does mean the world to me. I love what I do. I love taking care of you. And I appreciate that you are still hanging in there with me and still allowing me to handle your insurance needs. I do very, very, very much appreciate it. And I just need you to know that. So thank you so very much. Many blessings to you and your family for this holiday. Whatever your holiday is, Merry Christmas, Happy holidays. I wish you a safe, joyous time with your family. After all, that is the most important thing. Spending time with those that you love is the greatest gift that we can ever have. And we need to do more of it. And we need to be grateful that we have each other. Stay safe. We live in uncertain times. Don't ever take anything for granted. Anyone or anything or any place, know your surroundings at all times and be prepared. Don't take anything for granted. Always side on safety and knowledge. And we'll talk next year. Have a splendid holiday. I hope it is full of joy and happiness, as I've said. Be safe on New Year's. Oh, we will be closing at noon on New Year's Eve. And of course, New Year's Day, we're always closed. So this is Carrie. Thank you so very much for joining me today. And I look forward to seeing and talking to you through the remainder of this year and into what we all hope is a spectacular 2025. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much.